the emini S&P futures for Monday, Feb the 13th, 2012. What we're looking at here are the market profiles, and we like to use those in our analysis. This is what occurred today. This is what occurred on Friday, and the one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. So as you can see, the market closed right about here on Friday, but opened in here Sunday evening. So a pretty nice gap up. It did try and dip down. Well, it did dip down, try and close the gap, as well as going up quite a bit higher, which is more or less what it did in the regular trading hours when it opened here and came all the way down to here. It did not exceed the overnight low, nor did it match Friday's high, but instead turned around and had a good move higher, making a new high and closing in a pretty strong fashion. So the market's looking pretty good. That approximately 54 and then 57 are the next targets higher. In the meantime, we're looking at around 45 and 47 as support. So we also like to use the market profiles here in our analysis of the market as well. So this is just the regular trading hours. So the one that I had made with the magenta rectangle no longer exists. So here's Friday and here's today. Now the market has been up to this 48 area a fair amount. Here's 48 right here. We did close above it. We weren't able to hold above it here last Thursday. If we can, perhaps tomorrow, then it could be good to go. The one thing that the market is perhaps in a bit of a state of anxiousness right now is the fact that the FOMC numbers will be released on Wednesday. I'm sorry, the FOMC minutes will be released on Wednesday, as well as some other interesting information, industrial production, as well as the housing market index. So it may be in a bit of a pause mode for tomorrow because of that. And it may dip down to those support areas I just mentioned. But we are still in the up auction, no question about that. Here's our trades for today. You can see here we had an up blue arrow and an up blue arrow, and we had one down arrow. The market, as we had mentioned on Friday when Justin did the video, that there was some support in the 44 area, and so we did take this long trade here, entered right here, and the reason that we took it, by the way, did not pull back to this other entry right here. So we actually had one trade today. We did not take this short trade here, but we did take this trade over here, entered in here, and the reason we took it is the intraday up auction and buying it at known support, even though the filter was against us. So as always, if we have 2 out of 3 in our favor, we're going to go ahead and take that trade. And it worked out fairly well. You can see the market had a good rally up to here, quickly moved in our favor. I think it was about 2.5 points, backed off a little bit here, had another rally, did not come back down all the way to our entry price there before it had a more sustained rally later in the day. But we had actually exited that trade when it did dip a little bit over here, but still able to pick up. I think we had picked up almost 4 points on that trade, so it worked out pretty well, all told, with the 4 contracts. So that's really about it for today. We're looking for support around 45. We're expecting somewhat of a back and forth day tomorrow, unless some other unknown news comes into the environment, and the market has to deal with that. Otherwise, we're looking at more of a likely bit of consolidation tomorrow, in preparation for the minutes and housing index to be released on Wednesday. Any questions or comments are always welcome. You can reach us here at info@eminidaytrader.com, and our phone number is on the website as well. Any questions, comments, etc., always welcome. So thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.